White House refusing to call last month's stabbing spree at a California college an act of terrorism when they speak about it, despite the fact that the attacker, Faisal Muhammad, has been described as an extreme Muslim and reportedly carried around a copy of an ISIS flag. The 18-year-old was killed by police after he stabbed 4 people at UC Merced. You remember this story as it unfolded on November the 4th. It was an apparent revenge attack after he left. He was left out of a group that was studying together. 31-year-old Byron Price was one of those victims, injured while helping to take down Muhammad. Price's father is now urging the White House to declare the assault a terror attack, saying, quote, "I just wonder how much of this is driven from way higher up and is politically driven. I just don't know," he says. David Lee Miller looking into the story for us live from our New York City newsroom with more. So why does the father of this man believe that that was indeed a terror attack that was brought against his son?
Martha, John Price, whose son, as you mentioned, Byron, heroically intervened and tried to stop the knife-wielding attack by 18-year-old Faisal Muhammad, has told FoxNews.com, quote, "Everyone is afraid to be politically incorrect. It seems to me we aren't getting the whole story. The story he wants known. The attacker, who was killed by police, had in his pocket a 2-page manifesto that included details of how he wanted his victims to die, including an act of beheading. The document mentions his desire to praise Allah and had a photocopied ISIS flag. Well, authorities have revealed some of the document's details. The entire manifesto, Martha, has not been released to the public. Court records obtained by FoxNews.com for a search warrant do show that there was a second manifesto that had been discarded and put in the garbage along with cans of petroleum jelly, duct tape, large zip ties, and a copy of the Quran. All 4 of Muhammad's victims did survive. The attack was reportedly praised on a Twitter account that is linked to ISIS. Also noteworthy, a week earlier, that very same account called for lone wolf-style stabbing attacks. Martha?
So what do the authorities believe was the motivation for this attack? I mean, what are they actually saying about why they thought he was doing this?
The initial reports from the sheriff, whose department, by the way, is no longer involved in this investigation, said this incident stemmed from what he called personal animosities. His words. The sheriff said the so-called manifesto expressed the teen's anger that he had been kicked out of a study group. The sheriff said, quoting him now, "There is nothing to indicate this was anything other than a teenage boy who got upset with fellow classmates." The FBI and campus police have now taken over this investigation, but as of now, they have not addressed the subject of terrorism in the attack. Martha?
Yeah. David Lee, thank you.